Hi, it's Karon Thackston with marketingwords.com. I ran across a super cool marketing funnel that is so simple in its construction, but seems to be working phenomenally. And I want to share with you what I found and tell you why I believe it works, show you exactly how it steps through to get people to take action immediately, and how you can emulate this type of process and actually make it better using the same types of tools and ideas that I use. This is where we're starting. This is a Facebook ad that I found, I guess it was a week or so ago, and it immediately caught my attention because it says Forbes calls it a game changer. Forbes is a well-respected magazine, if you aren't aware of that. So having that in the copy, as long as it's true, caught my attention. This face down here also captured my attention. As human beings, we just typically like to look at faces. Then down at the bottom, why millennials are the first generation canceling their Amazon Prime subscriptions. Well, I'm a heavy-duty Amazon shopper. So while I'm not a millennial, it did make me curious enough to click over and find out what was going on. And this leads to a blog post. Oh, hold on. I have to get out of this. Okay, there we go. Leads to a blog post. wikibuy.blog. And the headline for this blog post says, "The genius trick Amazon shoppers use to save money." We are not going to go through every single word on here, but it's written very quickly, and it's in a very enticing language. Here's a surprise for you, etc., etc. This is Wikibuy is a Chrome extension that finds better prices. It has some images in here, as a typical blog post would. It addresses the issues with this. You know, I love Amazon because it delivers in 2 days. That's awesome. And it, talks about why Wikibuy, you don't need everything in 2 days. They can find better pricing, even if you pay a little bit of shipping, etc., etc. Shows you how it works with these images, what you're going to save, and down at the bottom, it has a button, add to Chrome. It's free. And that's the call to action. So very simple, very simple. Now let's go back to this image, make it a little bit bigger here. And let me show you some things. Forbes was one thing that I mentioned. If you are going to use a very prominent name like that, it needs to be true. Forbes better have written an article about your plugin or whatever it is, saying actually that it's a game changer, or it would be an outright lie and you would stand to be charged legally if Forbes found out that you were using their name. One thing to look at, however, in addition to having something of authority in this, the word "it." This is a trick, a tactic, if you will, that I have taught for years and years. Actually, I have a course called Short Copy Success Secrets, and it's all about how to write these little snippets of text just like this and the ones at the bottom and whatnot. If you leave something out, people get enormously curious, and they just have to find out what it is. There are other words that you can use besides it that will pique curiosity and cause people to continue to read or to click through. So that's a good call on Wikibuy's part, using it instead of telling people what it is. Then down at the bottom, why millennials are the first generation canceling their Amazon Prime subscriptions. Millennials can be swapped out. Did you notice in the blog post, it never mentioned millennials at all. Never said anything about any age group, any specific group at all. The blog post can stay the same, and you just have to change a couple of words in the ad to target all these different groups of people. So it's super quick to swap things out on the fly, and you don't have to recreate half of your funnel. In this case, it's millennials. You could also do why senior citizens are the first group of people canceling their Amazon Prime subscriptions, why military families are canceling their Prime subscriptions by the bucket load, or whatever you wanted to put down here. And with just changing a few words, you've got all these different target groups that you can access very, very quickly. If you're selling an Amazon product, for example, you could swap through all the different target customer bases that apply to your particular product. If you're selling on e-commerce, if you have services, coaching services or B2B services, B2C services, landscaping, veterinarians, I can't think of anything off the top of my head that this approach would not work for. If you were selling shoes, for example, down here, and you could do millennials, but maybe you could do fashionistas, because cute athletic is really a fashion craze right now and has been for a couple of years. So some people buy athletic shoes just because they're cute. You could talk to people who had foot issues, people who had back issues, those who work on their feet all the time, nurses, dental hygienists, dentists, all sorts of different things come to mind. You could create similar ads to this with, of course, different pictures and whatnot. Whatever you change this to at the bottom, that's what you want to have a picture of. So if you're talking to senior citizens, you want to have a picture of a senior citizen. If you're talking to dental hygienist, you want to have a picture of a dental hygienist up here. So a couple of minor switches and away we go. If we look at the blog post, oh, I've got to clear this. It still has my scribbles here. Clear these out. Okay, great. The genius trick Amazon shoppers use to save money. So this is not telling you that Amazon shoppers are wicked or evil or stupid and they need to stop shopping on Amazon and blah, blah, blah. No, it's actually, oh, great. I am an Amazon shopper, and here's something that I can do like other Amazon shoppers have done that will help save me money. How awesome is that? The word "the" at the beginning, the genius trick. What genius trick? Again, it's building curiosity in the headlines, in these short bits of copy, in order to get people to continue to read or to take action. So they go through, they quickly tell you what it is without being overly salesy. Shopping on Amazon can be addicting, but it doesn't have to be unhealthy. Wikibuy Chrome extension finds better prices at other retailers while you're shopping on Amazon automatically. Then we scroll down. Let me clear these drawings so they don't get in our way. And it begins to talk about the issues. Prime shoppers are really big into 2-day delivery. I know I am too. So it overcomes that. If you're selling a physical product, if you are selling a service, anything like that, think about just 1 or 2 major objections that people would have that you can quickly go over. You see, this whole blog post is not long, and the majority of it is pictures. We have a headline, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paragraphs and a couple of little stray sentences here or there. It's really short, and I think that's part of the beauty of it, is people don't have to scroll through 14 screens full to be able to understand what you're doing. I also think this would contribute to people reading the blog post more. So think of 1 or 2 objections that you can very quickly overcome in just a sentence or 2. It gives some screenshots of this extension in action. You could do the same thing with products or services. More shopping, more screenshots, benefits. Looks like WikiBuy is going to save you $16 if you wait an additional 4 days. We didn't actually need it in 2 days anyway, so yay, you know, you're a hero. You just saved 16 bucks without having to pay for something that you really didn't need after all. It understands people are probably not going to get rid of Amazon Prime altogether, but you could use WikiBuy with Prime to be absolutely sure that you're getting the best prices. So that's the genius trick they were talking about in the headline. And of course, here's the call to action. Now, if you're an Amazon seller and you want people to sign up for your list to get a coupon code, or an e-com seller, you have your own site, same thing, or to sign up for your blog so they can get notification about when new products are being added or when sales are going to happen. If you're a service provider and you're trying to up your lead generation, you need something more than this little button down here. And that's where something called Thrive comes in. And I absolutely adore Thrive. This is a suite of software designed to help marketers build leads and build profits, and I absolutely love it. I have several, I've had the whole suite of Thrive plugins, as a matter of fact. This is one plugin called Thrive Leads that I want to show you, and I'm starting in the middle of a Thrive video just to give you an idea of some of the really cool opt-in form options that are available to you. So take a quick look at this. We're not going to watch the whole video, but I do want to show you some of their templates.
So now that you've seen how the new templates look,
so you get an idea. Isn't that cool? They've got, so it's more than just having a box down here. You can do that, you absolutely can, but they have 1-step and 2-step templates that you can use. They have dozens and dozens and dozens of pre-made forms that are beautifully designed, professionally designed. All you have to do is insert a picture here or change a little bit of text there, and you use this plugin to pop up all these exceptional opt-in forms that really capture attention and are proven to get more people to sign up on your list than just having an ordinary little old box down here like this one does. So you can actually take this ad and you can see it's working. I don't know how long this has been up. It keeps going back to small. Let me make it bigger. But I don't know how long the ad had been running by the time I saw it, but it had 237 likes, 132 comments, 63 shares. I don't know if that's for one day, if it had been running for a week, or how long, but people are responding to it. So you know that the combination of this ad and this blog post are working. When you add the ability to write really powerful short snippets of copy, then you can drive traffic easily and then use Thrive leads to create opt-in forms that are proven to get folks to sign up for what it is that you're offering, and you've got a super powerful 1-2 punch that really works like nothing else I've seen. I'm working on doing some ads in this same format with that type of short ad going to a blog post. And as I do, I'll come back later and give some updates on what I found out. But when I saw this, I wanted to take time to stop and do a quick recording and show you what one of the options is for whatever it is that you're selling: physical products, digital products, services of just about any way, shape, or form. So I'll leave links below. I know this is a lot of information to digest. If you have questions, by all means ask. I would love to be able to discuss this with you and find out if you've used this strategy, how it worked for you as well. Thanks so much for your time. I hope you found it useful. This is Karon Thackston with MarketingWords.com. Have a great day. Have questions or comments? You can leave them below. And before you go, like or subscribe to the Marketing Words channel so you won't miss any future videos.